Hello, hello. Welcome to our third live stream here. Just drawing in a chill, vibey way. Today's going to be a little bit of a quicker stream because it is Valentine's Day and I haven't spent enough time with my wonderful wife because I was making YouTube videos like a sucker. Anyways, I think we're just gonna do like a bunch of noses and maybe some facial stuff today. We're not gonna do a warm up today. Maybe we'll save that for a later date. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go no reference here for a little bit, and let's jump in, get a bigger brush size. What are we thinking? That's pretty good. And then we'll switch that so we're not accidentally doing that. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so yeah, just gonna do some noses, I think, because that's a something that I could always work on, but it's also something that I feel like I've gotten a decent grasp on, and we might jump in later here and try and do full heads in a sec, but for now, we will keep it at noses. Now let me just adjust my screen here because I can't see certain things if they happen, and we want to change that. So really quickly, we'll go here. My screen is messed up. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. 1 second. There. All set. So we're just gonna do a bunch of different noses from different angles to start off here, and one thing I want to do is I want to see if we can't draw noses from the same angle that are different at the same time, because I don't want to get stuck drawing the same nose over and over and over again. See, those look very similar. So how can we switch this up? How can we do something a little more different? We can come in here and maybe give it a little bit of a ridge like so, then round out. Maybe not quite like that. Go like this. I don't know, that just looks sloppy to me. And I think that our brush size is just a tiny bit too big to be doing what I'm doing. There, that's better. That is better. If we come in like a so, now we have a little bit of variation. Boom, boom. Boom. What if we did a little front action here? And then something like this. Show. There. One of the things that I've studied a lot is Ryan Otley's noses, and I think I get a little bit of influence from that. I really like his noses, actually. I find they are easy to follow, simple, but also interesting to look at. And I might get a reference out in a second just to sort of do some more interesting things because my brain just isn't working. I've been staring at a screen way too long today. I see my microphone going off every time my cat behind me starts eating. It's sort of funny. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Right. Something like that. I don't know if you can tell. That's like sort of looking up at the person. Maybe more like that. So that's a bunch of noses, eh? Let's just because I want to do something different for a second here. Do a nice little circle, and then a come up, and then like so, and then around like that. Look it, it's an eye. See, I can do some facial features. I just can't put them on the head. Because that's actually a decent eye. I mean, there's not much to it, but it looks like it's following the basic shapes of the eye and cylinder. Hi.
Hi, can I ask? Sorry.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Does that make sense, that line I highlighted?
It's a little like difficult
Too
to. It makes
much?
sense, but it's a little hard to read. It doesn't like ring off the tongue good.
Oh, here we go. Thank you.
You know what? I'm gonna use this eye because it's one of the nicer eyes I've done, and move it over here. And we're gonna draw a face with this. So we do this, and then draw another circle, like a though. If I can, come on, come on. Hear me out here. Sort of like that, eh? Yeah, that's about the same. We're mirroring here, something that we didn't practice in our warm-ups up here. Yesterday when we were doing our warm-ups, we did copying shapes, but one of the other things that I could have done was mirroring. That should have been done because now I'm doing it, and we might screw up here. Might make it quite rough. Something like that. Like that. And then if we get a little erasing going over here. Erasing on the bottom. And then something like this. And then I don't even know how that line got there. It's like it already started. Oh, I know what that line was, and that's not where we want that line actually. We're gonna move that a little bit. We're gonna move that line to over here because the next line we want is right there. So that's the whites, that's the colored. Now, when you're going this big, now if I zoom out, it's not going to look like that much. But if you're zoomed in this big on a comic frame, what you'd want to do is add pupils, and sometimes you can avoid adding pupils if it's far away, and it actually makes it look better, but we can make that decision in a little bit. So, looking straight on, nose is going to come down here. And then let's say it comes out like this, like this, like this, and then it comes down. Except we don't want to curve it, we want to angle it. And then like this, boom, 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 and boom. Something like that. What are we thinking? Does that look okay? It's looking a little funky, isn't it? A little funky, a little funky. Something like that. Actually, we'll get the lasso tool out, and move this bad boy over a little bit more. Oh, and I accidentally switched. Let's switch back. Something like that. Now the mouth I'm picturing on this face is I don't know, something sad or shocked. Mouth, open mouth is something I desperately need to practice on. It's something simple like that. Let me just double check, make sure that the live stream is looking okay. Looks like we're live. It's funny, now that I am looking at this, I'm seeing some weirdness going on with these eyes. And I think what the problem is, in part, is that we're going a little lopsided. So if we do that, that might help a little bit. And then the other problem is they are very different sizes, aren't they? Or maybe just slightly different sizes. And it's throwing the whole shindig off. Ain't that right, Maya? Her music is too loud, she can't hear me. That's looking a little bit better, I think. Now with teeth, we do something like that. It's funny, I'm doing this in a weird way. I'm not doing the facial structure shapes and stuff first. I'm just jumping in and doing eyeballs first. It's weird. It's sort of working a little bit better for me here. We're gonna bring out the lasso again. Oops. Move this over. Boom. And now we're gonna come in and put the chin, and the chin's gonna go. The lower lip is right there. We've got a chin thing there, and then something like that. Yeah, more like that. And I think our eyebrows are, yeah, they can come out a little bit more. All right, now the big issue, and that is hair. I can't draw hair for the life of me. So let's try and figure out hair. Sort of just going with the flow. We'll start with getting his hairline down. Something like that. Give him not very long sideburns. And something like that. That's looking decent. And maybe... Alright, I need to sit and think here. I think I need to also like research hairstyles, and that's one of my problems. I think we're just gonna have it so his hair is going up sort of straight. Doing something I've never really done here, and it's sort of like a stipple. And then what if we just came up like this? And then, well, what do you think?
The guy's face?
Yeah.
It looks good.
Didn't seem quite confident there.
His nose looks good. Yeah, it actually looks
That's because I
good.
started by practicing noses.
All the features look good. I don't know. That
You hate it without reason.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I do.
All right.
I think it actually
Fair enough.
Everything in itself, if I analyze every single thing by itself, it looks good.
Maybe
I'm also a little stupid. I don't really.
Don't say that. I'm gonna color it. I think I'm gonna
Bring
color
some
this
life
bad
to
boy.
him, some
I haven't
shade.
really done any coloring on the channel yet. Question is, do we want to add that or keep it without that. I think one of the problems here is this. Like that.
Sorry. Forgot you're live streaming.
Something like that. Colored eyes, what do you think, Maya?
Oh, you're asking what I think, which color?
Yeah.
Do blue.
Blue it is.
Blue.
I didn't like that either. Nope, don't like that. There, that's better. I think. Okay, before we go any further, let's make another layer. Need to get into the habit of this. When I was doing my 30 days in a row of drawing, every time I colored, I forgot I'd like draw on the ink, and just rough, just bad times. Now, the question is, what color blue shall we do for this good old fashioned dude? Okay, and I see I made a mistake here. I made an oopsies. We're gonna want to duplicate this layer, and that is our color layer. And then we can get rid of this layer. Oh, I see that you are not seeing when I switch layers and stuff over here and go into the options. I'm gonna have to figure that out off screen sometime. Don't like that, blue. It's not good, not good. I realize now I don't know what blue people's eyes look like. That's sort of good, I guess. Like gesticles. So if we do this, I don't know. I'm just playing with things at this point. I don't. Maybe not that stuff. I'm thinking brown hair. This guy's a brunette of some kind. And what I'm going to do is we're going to grab a brush. We're going to sort of just come in here and manually do this. I don't know why. I've never done this before, but this is sort of what I was feeling. And so we're just going to do what I feel right now. I'm not sure how I like that. Maybe even a little bit. I feel like it's too orange right now. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And I guess that is fine. That's not working. It would work for the lower layers here, but What if we came in here and did a line like this? Something like that. And then we got out our good old-fashioned bucket tool. Boy, I don't like that color now. That's a little better. Then we came in and we sort of did something like this. As you can tell, I don't know how to do hair. I just cannot do hair for the life of me, and it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, I know. Okay. Let's think this out. Think this through. I don't know, guys. It's looking mighty rough. It's looking a little pink. That's alright. That's alright. Nope, too dark. That's okay. Something like so. And then we gotta decide where the light's coming from, where it's hitting, and I'm thinking it's hitting sort of from this side, maybe? So if it's hitting from up there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our eyedropper. What was it? I think it's this one. I haven't used the eyedropper on my manual keywords yet. Then we're gonna go to our bucket. And throw that guy back to that color. And now what we can do is we can come in with this. Yeah, no, that's the right tool. And we're gonna go with our darker. Gotta get the eyedropper out again. And now what we want to do is create a layer that we can just bucket everything into one. Something like that. Okay. We'll experiment with this and see how that does. It's looking a little wonky over here. We might want to group up with this. Let's go over here. And I screwed up because I I went on my inking one and did some color on here, but that's okay. We're not making a beautiful piece of art here. We're just experimenting. Okay, we could do some more shading. If we jump back here, we could come in and go up like this. Come along here and do this whole section. Something like this. And if we grab our bucket, throw that, there. And I think, this is the side that we want that going. But this side, I'm thinking we wouldn't want it like that. We would want it to more be, we grab our eyedropper. I think we want to sort of seal this one off, actually. Now, what we could do as well is if we grab, we look where we're looking here, over on our, oops, my bad. And we, where are we? Eyedropper, there we go. Now, if we find a little in-between area, we could come over here and do this, and then do a line like this, and then like this. And what we can do with that beautiful thing is do a light shading like so. There, Maya?
What? Did you say my name?
Yeah, is that any good?
Yeah, that's good. The shading is really good.
I can't get hair. I just can't. It just doesn't
I'll
work.
help you with hair.
You'll help me with hair. All right, get over here.
Get over here. Make the eyes more dynamic. Like, do a darker blue around his,
Oops.
whatever the black thing is called in them. The iris? I don't know.
Pupil?
Pupil. Yeah.
The iris is the colored part, I believe.
Oh, okay. Do the pupil. Like the same type of blue, but darker. So it doesn't look so stark. I don't know.
I don't know what you mean.
Like, I don't know, it might be dumb. Because looking at your eyes, it's like the dark is on the outside.
Oh, on the outside?
Yeah, but I feel like also on the inside, so it's not
Okay,
just...
now you're just saying make the whole eye darker.
No. Do the darker on the outside, but like very soft, like what you did here, where you softened it out.
Okay, so less difference.
Make it, or a little bit darker than that. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's perfect.
The whole width, or just on the one side
Yeah,
where the
'cause
light's
look-
coming from?
Well,
This is not shading his eye. This is his eye's color.
yeah, like around the outside of it. Cause your eyes are like that.
Well, everyone's
They're
eyes
really
are
dark
different.
on the outside and then lighter on the inside. I don't know. It doesn't really matter a lot. I just, I don't know.
Seeing one thing that could easily slip through the cracks here that we can quickly change. We're gonna grab that, grab our good old bucket tool, and then come in here, get rid of those. Actually, we might change the pigment a little bit here to sort of a rosy pigment. There. Let's get our other tools again. Alright, actually, I think that's okay. What if we, actually, I don't want my brush. Why do I have the brush out? There. How's that?
Yeah, that looks way better.
You like that?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Alright. Then we can grab our eyedropper, pen, and we can just come in and do something quick. Go darker, just for this. I'm just doing something sloppy down here just to keep things interesting before I finish up here. Not going for perfection. And then go nice and bright on this side. There. Alright, there's your guy, Maya. There's your new boyfriend.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not attracted.
Alright, I know it was a quick one today, but I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Did some coloring, did some inking and pencil work. Got, I think, the best eyes that I've ever done. Which is a little bit funny because they're not that good. But ultimately, I think we did some fun stuff today. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be informed on the next live stream. Have a good one.